Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi Nadia. Can you please introduce yourself on this Obug 2015 e-Business Suite Day to the viewers?
Sure, Barry. My name is Nadia Bendjedou and I work at Oracle and have been actually for a number of years, over 20 years. Part of my role is really a product strategy for the e-Business Suite, and I have been doing that for at least 10 years now.
10 years, okay, that's a long time. One of your roles in product strategy is listening to customers and getting their feedback. How would you like to engage customers today, or how would you have customers engaged in general talking to you to define the product strategy roadmap?
Sure. Part of my role, one part of my role is actually communication, or we call it outbound communication, which really is in many, many ways. One of the ways, or one of the methods we do the outbound communication is through conferences like Obug, for example, like today, where we come and share our product strategy and product roadmap with our customers and partners. So that's one part of it. The other part is the opposite, which is basically listening to customers and hear their feedback. And again, we do it in many ways. And one of the ways is through conferences like Obug. Like today, we have a number of customer meetings on a one-to-one to discuss their specifics, their challenges, and we see how we can help them with that. So that's definitely something we do a lot. So listening to customers, getting their feedback, that's definitely something we do in conferences.
Okay, thanks, Nadia. So two things, communication and listening. What about customers who still have like a small hesitation to talk to you? What would you...
Sure, yeah, that's definitely very simple answer. Do not hesitate to come and speak to us. If we are in conferences, please encourage your customers to come to speak to us. However, of course, in the conference, we only have so many times, so many hours a day. So another way of customers sending us their feedback and input about the product is through what we call the new way of doing it is through the social media, which Cliff talked about it this morning. Is about customers sending us their feedback using the latest and the greatest from the social media, something called ideation, where customers can publish an idea through my Oracle support communities. That idea is actually published through to our development organization as well as our support organization. We look at those ideas, we start communicating with the customer, getting more input about their ideas, and then we see whether that is part of our roadmap or not in the product, and maybe see how other ways of doing that enhancement request. This is something we have announced recently at OpenWorld, and we now made something like 22 communities through the my Oracle support that is now available and enabled by the ideation platform, which means customers could do that today through a 22 communities. So please don't hesitate to go to those communities and send us your feedback, send us your enhancement requests through this new social media platform.
Excellent, thank you. Learned something new. That's valuable and important also. Nadia, I think now the most challenging question of this conference, 12.1 or 12.2? What should I pick? What's the main differentiator between the two?
Sure. Yes, we do get that question a lot. Actually, the main difference between 12.1 and 12.2 is more a technical characteristics. The initial release of 12.2 that came a year ago, 18 months ago, the main difference was really in the capabilities which we introduced to do with online patching, which is basically capabilities that allows customers to upgrade and to patch their business suite environment while the users are online and using the system, which is actually a breakthrough in the technology. This is not just really about the technology. This is really about business continuity. This is about having the system available while your DBA is patching the environment as well as upgrading upgrading the environment. So that's one key signature feature of 12.2. The other difference or capabilities we have added in 12.2 is the uptake of the Oracle WebLogic Server technology, something that customers have been asking for quite a while. So two things we did in 12.2, online patching for business continuity and uptake of the Oracle WebLogic Server technology for better performance and high availability. So those are two main differences. Having said that, there are a number of other features we have really added in 12.2, which we don't talk too much about it, but I would say something like 480 new features in the 12.2. Okay. Without talking about online patching and the new technology. So we added a new product like the yard management, which is really a new product that is specific in 12.2. We have added, for instance, started the user experience, better user experience and better UI. It's a journey which started in 12.2, but it's only the beginning. So you will see more and more of the user experience in the lifetime of 12.2 moving forward. So those are really the main signature features of 12.2.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, Nadia. So we had the business benefits and the technical benefits of 12.2. What would you advise customers who want to upgrade from 12.1 to 12.2? What are the main considerations and tips that you can give those customers?
Yeah, sure. It's really regardless of what release the customers are running. Whether it's a 12.1 or a 12.2, it's really important that customers come back and start leveraging and using the features and the capabilities we introduced in 12.1 or 12.2. As often customers upgrade, and because they are in that project time scale and they don't have time really to start leveraging the wonderful things we have added, they just do a technical upgrade, meaning once they finish the upgrade, they are really running the system as they were running it 10 years ago, which means they are on a supported platform because they are now on a 12.1 or 12.2, but really they are running the system as they were running it 10 years ago. So it's very, very important for customers, once they stabilize the upgrade, to come back and say, okay, let me now look at what else can I add in my environment to really prove the ROI of the upgrade, to add new capabilities, whether those are in the shape of maybe start using the mobile apps, smartphone apps, for example, that Cliff talked about, or we have something like 14 smartphone apps, or maybe one of the extension for Endeca, we have something like 21 application using Endeca technology for better navigation and better shopping experience, or maybe some of the features we have introduced in 12.1.3. We're talking about 1,500 new features plus that we added in the 12.1 that maybe customers can remove or reduce their customization and start using the vanilla features we introduced in 12.1 and 12.2 just to remove that burden of the customization they have. As I said earlier on, close to 500 features in the 12.2. Beyond the features, maybe start leveraging new modules like the yard management, like the in-memory applications that leverage the technology in-memory option, or maybe the project procurement application for better automation, for improving the business processes. So there is a lot of things customers can do once they stabilize their upgrade. So it's really not whether they are on a 12.1 or a 12.2. It's what is important is to start leveraging why they upgraded for. And those, I would say, my best advice to our customers.
So that's more like, don't forget to innovate.
Exactly.
With all the stuff that we have and all the goodies that we have.
Absolutely.
Okay. Are that also your last famous words?
Well, I mean, my last famous words, I would say, would really basically say thank you to our customers for being customers of EBS, and to thank those customers, I think we show that by the continuing innovation of the product, our commitment to the product, and hopefully today, with Cliff Godwin coming all the way from the US to be with our customers here, myself, who is not very far from Holland, but I'm here to really be with our customers and make sure that we are committed to the product line, and this conference is just one of those environments where we can show that. So good luck and enjoy the rest of the day.
We will, thank you. Thanks very much for the interview. Thank you for your messages for the customers. And thanks also for the information update that you gave us.
Thank you very much, Barry, for having me here. Thank you.